Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about something that I think I should talk about. Now, Xena's my landlord, and she has been for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Well, it hasn't been 5 years yet. And unlike most landladies or landlords, Xena's actually nice. Now, there's all kinds of landlords and landladies. Some own houses, some own buildings. Regardless of what they own, their landlording and landlading is a business, you know. But sometimes I always get scared when she comes over. I mean, we're friends and all, but sometimes I always get it because, I always think she wants to kick me out, but she never does. What do you want? Well, Jordan, I just want to tell you that you're one of the best tenants I ever had. Well, thank you, Xena. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, can I be your borrower for life? You didn't get that in the lease, Jordan. We didn't book that down. I know. And you always do a good job. I mean, you always pay your money. You always pay the Weir Guild on time. And, well, I'm sorry about what happened to the house. The roof, the walls, that wasn't your fault. But what Jade did, that was Jade's fault. And you did tell Jade to stop breaking my shit, did you? Yeah, I did. Now, how did I even meet her? About 1, 2, 3, 4 years ago, when I rented this house out, because prior I had lived in the Allegheny County Housing Authority, Jefferson Complex. And believe it or not, Xena does own a couple of houses in different, about 30 different rental houses in different places, And I did meet her when I was going to rent the house out, obviously. It was kind of like this. Are you Xena Pappas, Xena Warrior Princess? Who wants to know? I do, because I'm interested in borrowing this house. How good are you when it comes to paying what you owe? I think I'm pretty good at when I pay my utilities and my taxes and the people who work for me, so I think I'm pretty good at paying you. Well, all right. We signed the lease, and you become my borrower. And I am going to and like most people use renting as some stepping stone to eventually owning. But my case, I'll always be a borrower. I don't have the confidence to be able to pay back a bank or a borrowed guild, Weir Guild. And I wouldn't have all the confidence in the world of paying, learning toll and county land toll and everything else eventually one comes eligible for after they go from being a co-owner to just the owner themselves. I'll never have that confidence in me. And I also know I met another one of my friends, Hercules. What are you doing here? Well, Xena always wants me to go check up on how her borrowers are doing, so she figured I'll check up on you. Man, Hercules, it's good to see you and all. But you haven't been wrestling that much. No, I'm most likely a road agent, but I wrestle from time to time. Remember when you were first in the Toy Wrestling Federation, they had a screw in your arm? Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. So that's pretty much how it is with Xena Warrior Princess or Xena Pappas or Xena Vinfiplis being my landlady, And I'll never ever be able to I'll always never be able to own. I'll always be a borrower in some form or another. And some people can find wrong with me with that if they want. That's their own choice. So that's about it for me. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you all later. No, before I go, I got one more little thing that I just gotta stress here. You might think to yourself, how can you be friends with your landlady? Because that's something Hercules asked me once. He goes, well, how can you be friends with your landlady? Well, I met Xena when I originally borrowed this house, and somehow we just became friends. Apparently, I must be the incarnation of Akemi, her adopted daughter. So I guess in some way, that's why she takes a likeness to me. Well, yeah. But just like I tell everybody, be lucky you got Xena in your life. You know, she got, when it comes to being friends and kinfolk with her, it's one of the best things, one of the good things that'll ever happen. Well, thank you. That's it. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.